So that is going. Intro's roll.
Checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I want the money, the power, respect, and I heard you know so-and-so, you not a threat, cause I really know so-and-so, they like my family, so they go pretend that they cool till they bust at your motherfucking chest. I'm getting gutter, my flow been like butter, my check in the bank, they see the number. All of my haters feel one of two ways, really upset or they show some respect. I can't even think about it, I've been up, so read about it, no beat around it, straight to it, no ring around it. You coming for me, we'll see about it, we'll never see it when I get my feet up. 100 meters where I run the fee up, and go for king and nine, I'm on a pia. I had to re-up on a reel, so you stay defeated, and put it back into the bit, cause I don't really need it. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check. I got the message on me, ain't no flexing on me, my attorney gon' call and collect. Blessings on blessings for me, my successes only made them envious, they got upset. I had to put all their egos in check. I had to put all their egos in check. You're not entitled to anything else. I get 10 years of this under my belt. Your art isn't art, they don't feel it, and nobody hears it. Initiative stay on the shelf. Your ego done got in the way. It gotta die today. It gotta go. You should be happy I lighten the load. The weight of your arrogance, heavy as stone. I make an appearance, they already know. That chip on your shoulder gon' crumble and fold, yeah. It's not a secret that you have been fearing the shit that I'm on. So you back to the brag and the boast. But I'm in a class of my own. I heard they checking for me, no one checking on me, so I had to go run up a check.
Woo! It is another beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Wednesday night. How's it going, my asshole army? Hopefully everybody is doing incredibly well and the audio is impeccably in tune to your liking. You can hear everything well. We're back to it. We're back to that consistency. Do you feel it? It's something in the October air, the consistency of live streams. It feels good. It feels good. I feel like re-energized. You know, you take a couple of weeks off, you're ready to go, and here we are. Let's greet the chat because there is a lot of you in there for such a late stream. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have a few of you here. All right, so we got Intel Maxwell, Multi-Rotors. We got Chris Hope, Car Guy for Life FPV. We got Northside Hawk. How's it going, Dom? Eagle Eye Aerial. We've got Windwalker Drones. Good to see you. Vegas Aerial Services. Place It Here. Ken, good to see you. Erakasho. I say that like very Japanese. Lauren, we have Soups. We got B-Man FPV. Johnny Drone Flyer. Bam Drones. Lambo Drive Zambo. Leonard Oglesby. Ty Gibson. Loring, I really wish you would do something with your avatar. It's just very generic. We need to somebody make him one. Axis Imagery. Ken Torbeck. Let's see. We got Phil Summers. We got Bill Grace. Rennie Carlo. Mark Sullivan. And probably many, many more lurking. That there's like, I don't know how many people are watching tonight. Right now there's 71. There will be more. Green Mountain Droning. So I'm just, I'm making sure we acknowledge Aaron. That's TJ75 Cloud Clips. Okay. Well, let me do this. Ken Torbeck gifted one original Dobo membership. Go ahead, scoop that up. Somebody. Chris Wedgeworth took it. I have a feeling we're going to have problems talking. Tammy knows why we're going to have problems. This is like a time bomb tonight, fellas. We took a souvenir, and here we go. So let me go ahead and bring in my esteemed colleague, gracious hostess with the mostest, Tammy Jean.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Hey, B-Man already asked in the chat earlier if there were any edibles tonight.
There were some accidental consumptions. This was a late one, but you know, we're having a good day. We're getting the work done. And I said, you know what? Yahoo, let's do it. Shittily dinks, right? Shittily dinks. Chris, I already got that shit. I'm like, Chris Redwork, give the membership. No, but he already got that. So I digress. I digress.
That's the first drink, everyone.
What do you mean that's the first drink? What is that? What is that, Tammy? What did you just do?
Ask B-Man.
What is it? Please join us for the Dobo drinking game. Whenever he digresses, that doesn't count, by the way, and vocalizes, you take a big old sip. If he digresses without vocalizing, take a little one, drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
Oh, I swear, when I go back to New York, my foot's going to go straight up his ass. Straight up his ass. Straight, not sideways, straight, B-man. Point of contact drinking game. Funny guy. All right, so tonight our topic, Tammy, is one that we decided it was, I think this is a great topic about not having to buy an expensive drone. And I think that this is something that a lot of people get caught up in. And you know what? I'm to blame. You're to blame. Well, not mainly, but I'm going to blame you. But it's influencers. But don't put it on me. Don't put that evil on me, Gene.
I'm not an influencer.
Okay,
no
but
it's for advice.
It is partially our fault, not necessarily you. But if there's one person that we can all blame, that I feel like is a good person to blame, who agrees that we can blame Eddie? Eddie's a fucking problem. Eddie's a problem.
Absolutely.
I blame Eddie.
You know what Eddie said in his video?
What did he say in his video, Tammy?
He was talking like, we all have the latest drones. I mean, like, we're all flying the Mavic 3 or something from the Mavic 3 series.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah.
This, Mini 4, et cetera, et cetera. And I was like, we are, Eddie? Are we?
You know what it is? I got to tell you, I love Eddie to death. He's good. He's good, but
he's very good.
He's sometimes you know what it is? The lips have a disconnection from the brain sometimes, and he says things, and then the lips just keep moving. That's why we call him the lips. That's why we call him Eddie the Lips.
Because of Eddie, I'm ready to go buy a Mavic 3 Pro and a Mini 4.
You need them all. You might as well catch them all. They're like Pokemon. All right, so Clark Family Fun Time says, what defines an expensive drone? That's a good question. So what defines an expensive drone? I think your budget ultimately decides whether or not something is expensive, whether or not you can actually afford to spend that excess money on a product. But I think if we're thinking about it in a dollar sense, I think anything over $700 is an expensive drone for a GPS drone. It gets expensive. If you damage it, can you fix it? If you can't, that can be expensive. Is the performance to the value that it provides better than anything else? That could also dictate whether or not something is actually more expensive. There are things that the Mavic 3 Pro does, or the Air 3 does, that does better than, let's say, the Mini 4 Pro or the Mini 3. But I think anytime you get over that $700 mark, you're trending into an expensive territory. And I think that this is an area where a lot of people chase, because they, like, especially drone pilots, I see this a lot. They chase the latest and greatest. Like, they have to have the bleeding edge specs. And this is going to make me sound like a hypocrite, if I did not do YouTube, I would not give a single shit about what drone I flew, because I say this all the time when people talk about real estate, as I say, the drone is only 10% of what I do. The camera that I'm filming on, the camera or whatever I'm using, that is 80% of my workload is the camera. That is 80% of the reason why somebody hires me, not the drone. The drone is only 10%, or maybe we'll say 20% at the high end of things.
But even with the camera, Ken, it's 80% maybe of your equipment.
Correct.
But then there's your expertise, your artistic eye, your editing. Like, there's so much more that goes into it, and the equipment isn't even the end of it.
And that's the thing, is I see a lot of people, they underutilize what we have. I underutilize even the Mavic 3. I don't use waypoints. I don't really use hyperlapses all that much. I'm more video and just photos, like stills. So there's a lot of features, like all the smart features I could do without. If those disappear, well, I take that back. I've been using the Orbit, the active track Orbit lately a lot for certain shots. But beyond that, the point of interest is really the only smart thing I do use often. But beyond that, I could really do without a lot of those features that get jam packed into some of these like these more premium flagship drones. I could do without those. I could do without those things. And I say that because like if they're not being used, it's just a waste. I'd rather have, something else. But getting back to the expensive side of things, I think because we're underutilizing it and the vast majority of us are just looking, and I say, like I'm saying the vast majority, it's non-professionals, people that are not doing things for profit are probably just going to post a lot of this stuff online, whether it be Instagram, TikTok, it doesn't matter where it goes. You don't have to have the best quality because that's not what people really care. Like people don't care about, they care about the content over the quality.
About it, and they're watching it on their phone.
Correct.
So it really doesn't matter if you used the Mavic 3 or,
Exactly. It really, really, truly does not matter whatsoever as far as that goes. And it took me a long time to get to that point to realize that because I was one of those people that chased the latest and greatest. I had to have it. I craved having the latest and greatest because it made me feel good for a little while. But then the high of having a new product wears off, and then it feels like anything else. And maybe that's something that some people go through. Maybe that's something that some people don't. But I'm somebody who has gas where it's like I have to have gear acquisition constantly to stimulate to a certain extent, at least when it comes to cameras and lenses. And it feels really good when you get something new, but then like I would say 72 hours later, I'm just like, I'm over it. And then I'm like, shit,
Well,
why did I do that?
You feel, well, when you get something new, you feel like you just leveled up. Maybe this is
Yeah.
a better camera than you had before. This is a more reliable drone, whatever. But, I think you could level up your game by becoming a better flyer as well.
Yeah, you could definitely be a better pilot. I think that a lot of people could probably take some time to improve their skill to understand, all of the functionality of a drone, because I see it all the time. Like I still see it. No matter how many videos any of us can make about how to edit, how to fly, how to get the smoothest settings, there's always some person that's just going to screw it up. They're just going to screw it up. They're going to throw everything out the window, forget about everything we're saying, and they're still going to fly like Richard Pryor. No offense, Richard. But they're going to fly like the sticks are trembling. They're shaking back and forth. They're rocking and rolling. I mean, they're going to Stevie Wonder their asses through the air. And then they're going to post it on Facebook like it's the greatest flight. And then, if you give them any criticism about that, they're going to take offense to that. Those are the best. Like people are like, oh, what do you think of this? Well, it looks like shit. It looks like, literally, it looks like shit. Stop. And they get very mad. They get mad.
Please edit out all of the adjustments you made before you flew the gap. I
would never understand that. Like I watch these videos and they're like, I could tell what they were wanting to do, but it's like, they're just like, edit that out, cut that out, stop that. I wish like they need to make a drone pilot shock collar. So every time you do something stupid, it shocks you. Like it just knows it shocks you.
But yeah, I think improving just your handling of the drone should come before, leveling up.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
Everyone in the community does get very just entranced with the latest, got to have the latest. And what are you even doing with it? Are you making money or is it a hobby and people are going to watch your hobby videos on their phone? Like, what are you doing?
I mean, so I was looking at YouTube analytics yesterday of like how people consume my content, and my content is 80% consumed via cell phone. So people watch it 80% of the time they're on their phone, and that other 20% is split up between TVs and the computer. That is crazy because I remember back when I first started this back in like 2012, when I used to do Android videos, the vast majority of the content that was being consumed was consumed from a computer. It was like 80% computer, 20% phone, because phones just started getting YouTube and it just started becoming a thing back then. Really, really interesting to say the least, to see how people have shifted. But yeah, you are consuming it on the phone. Another thing to consider too is like I always hear people, really criticize like what they're shooting in. You're shooting something to be streamed over the internet. And by default, you're going to introduce noise into your video anyhow, because it's going to get streamed. So you got, everything's got to be uploaded, transcoded, and then sent back down to the viewer. You're going to get streaming bits, and so to be super critical on things doesn't make sense. I've actually laxed myself a little bit with files, like especially like if some of this social media and the videos I do for real estate is just going to be posted to Facebook. Facebook's going to transcode that at 1080p anyways, because that's what it maxes out at, really. So it doesn't matter. And then it's going to just compress all the noise, which is, I think, pretty cool. So I find myself doing that quite a bit. All right, let's talk about like options, like if you're looking for drones, because there's going to be a couple of there's some new drones coming on the market. I can't talk about them yet. It's not DJI. It's not DJI. It's not Autel. It's something that nobody would expect. I can't even say. It's so stupid how I even ended up with this. Like, apparently they did zero research about me. But anyways, here we are. We're gonna have round two. I have it, but I haven't messed with it too much. I'm not gonna say it's not bad. I'm not gonna say it's bad. It's not, because it's not. I'm just shocked that they would even like message me, like knowing how I am with things. Why would you even do that? Why? So stupid.
Is it going to end up smashed on the floor at some point?
I don't think it'll end up smashed, but I think I'll end up giving it away. I'll give it away. Like when I'm done, I'll give it away to somebody else. So
fair enough.
I will give it away. No, I'm not giving a Sony away. Not giving a Sony away. Yeah, it's Eric Lindbergh says 3DR is coming back. Yeah, right. That'd be something to see them arise from the dead. Maybe X Dynamics. Maddie, you're maybe close. I am not digressing, B-Man. He's over here thinking I'm not. When's the last time I've digressed?
Not yet. You haven't.
I have not digressed one single time. Unbox Warehouse says, hey, I'm still a moderator. Huh? Mike lives up in Jacksonville. He's too cool for YouTube nowadays. He's too cool for this. He's given up the grind for this millionaire lifestyle. He's flying around jets and he's jet setting, trend setting. What does Ric Flair do? He does that whole thing. That's him. Limousine driving, snakeskin wearing, whatever that is. Michael Kozinski, between the compression and all the definition right out of posting 5K on example. So I think for every resolution bump, you'll get a little bit less noise, but still you got to keep in mind that compression is just going to obliterate the video. I've seen it posting in 8K. I've seen it posting in 5K. It is slightly better, but sometimes like with any little bits of noise, like I just did a real estate video and I had the slightest bit of noise in the footage because I shot S-Log and I actually accidentally underexposed a couple of shots. And I can honestly say that once that gets uploaded to wherever and I watch it back, I'll never see the noise. So then it doesn't even make sense to denoise it. But shooting in 5K or shooting in, even 8K, like when the Evos were doing that, it was just marginally better. It's not enough for the human eye to discern, like especially if you're watching it on a cell phone. Now, if you're watching it on an 8K or 6K TV, maybe you notice the difference, but still, I don't think it's enough. Like, I don't think the hassle for shooting 8K or 5K, is that a fucking spider? I'm seeing things. It's begun. I don't think the benefit of shooting at the higher resolutions is never necessarily worth the aggravation, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't think it's worth it. How can you even view 8K? You really can't. Like my monitors are 5K monitors and I actually have to view them at 4K because otherwise the details are so small. It actually makes it more difficult to use a 5K monitor. So I view things at 4K. You can't view, your eyes are not going to see the difference between 4K and 8K. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't care if you've got 40, 20, 30, 60, 70 vision. I just made that up. You're not going to see the difference. So it doesn't really matter.
Will it hold its quality better if you're cropping?
Yeah, it will hold its quality better. It does give you a little bit more flexibility depending on what your final export is. Like if you're exporting to 1080p, yeah, you got a shit ton of room to work with. 5K to 4K, you get about you can get a good 3 times crop without really losing any resolution. I mean, I still crop. I crop 4K into a 4K video all the time, and nobody notices the difference. It's slightly softer in some instances, but not enough for me to like say, I shouldn't have done that. I never once said, "Oh, I shouldn't have done that." So, nope. Let's get caught up on the chat here. From a distance, it is virtually impossible for someone to tell the difference between 1080p and 4K. And that is very true. It's only until you really get up close and you start looking at macro details do you really notice the difference. Again, and I blame YouTube for making the resolution so, I guess, so like relevant, because back before this even started, nobody really gave a crap. You know what I mean? Nobody cared about resolution. 1080p. That was it. 4K strolled along later. So I don't know. I think in the near future, TVs and monitors advance. For now, 8K really. Yeah, until they move forward past it, I don't think it's going to matter. Caribbean Nobad said, "Hey Ken, do you feel the DJI Mini 4 Pro is a solid choice for real estate and Facebook phone format?" I use, if you guys aren't following my Apex Imaging Media, all of the drone shots I take and post to Apex's Instagram, that is literally all from the Mini 4 Pro as of recent. All the reels, everything, it's all Mini 4 Pro. And I think it's perfect. I think it's fine. I still love the true vertical camera. And today, like, I was flying and it was so quiet. The homeowner was outside with me. We were just standing under the trees, like as the drone was orbiting. And he's like, I can't even hear that. And I said, yeah. And that's exactly why I like this little drone, because you don't have confrontations when you can't hear it. Cause no stupid redneck's going to come running out of the house trying to bum rush me. So yeah, you don't got to worry about that. Let's see. I have both 4K and 8K TVs. Personally, I think it's better, but to each their own. I don't know. I have my 4K TVs, and I think they're fine. Like, half the content's still probably 1080p. I grew up with 420p tube most of my life. How about that?
Facts. Hey, how's the Mini 4 in low light? Like night flying.
For the Mini 4 Pro? Yeah. I think it does. I would say it's pretty close to the Air 3 in terms of quality, actually. Even though they say that it's not the same sensor, they said it's not a stacked backside illuminated sensor. I think it does fine. I honestly, I haven't seen any issues. I have footage. I just haven't had any time to sit down and actually articulate and edit. The whole real estate thing has got me absolute jacked. Like, just yesterday, I was in Tennessee. From Sunday, and I drove back yesterday. And that was like a super fast trip. I was in Chattanooga for literally a day, and then I was like right back. I didn't even have time. I didn't even have time to do anything. I didn't even have any time to really do anything super fun. It was just film and get back, like just like that fast. Prophet 626. I don't know. He redacted his message before I could see it. Linus Tech Tips makes a good video about how 4K can be overhyped. Let's see. What do we? Night Train says he grew up on 420, but I think that was that's a different 420 he's talking about. Yeah, he's right. The Avada is loud. Yeah, the Avada is a very loud drone. Is it amazing for real estate? Not by itself. The Avada is not great for real estate by itself. It needs to be accompanied by an action camera. You need to have an action camera if you're going to use the Avada for real estate. The camera on the Avada is good, but it's not like that next level quality like a GoPro or even an Action 4. It's not there. So I always pair it. Not only that, when you pair that with an action camera on the Avada for real estate, you actually help yourself out. You like sort of give yourself a little bit of a deadband to where it's a little slower. I think it does. I think it does better with a action camera for real estate. I don't like using FPV fly-throughs. I dislike real estate FPV fly-throughs on small homes. Big homes, like big ass houses, I think it's a great idea. But if you have a small house, stop flying your damn drone and buy a gimbal, damn it.
Hey, question from the
But
chat. What did you decide to do with that epic asshole video you teased
here's what I decided. I made the responsible decision to not release the video because, like I said, in the video, I said some things that I probably shouldn't have said that could have went differently. And anytime you're talking about weapons and there's threats and they could be misconstrued, I think it's a dangerous idea to put that out there because you have people that will only consume that content for the first maybe 30 seconds and rationalize a decision based upon what I said, what the guy said, and they may not get the full context or the full scope of the video. So in order to protect myself and to also, protect opinions moving forward, I decided not to put that video out. It was at the end of the day, I guess you can call that's a business decision to not make that choice to put that video out there. I consulted with several friends that also agreed that should not put it out. That should not put it out. Mike just texted me. He's literally watching us from a 737. He's not in first class though, but he does. It looks like business coach, maybe business class, Michael. But he's literally in the air watching the stream. That's pretty awesome.
Pro tip, though, if you want to see that asshole video, you have to become a member.
That is true. Yeah, the asshole video is on the members only thing. So that is the pro tip if you do want to see that. Because nobody can see it unless they are a member. So then it's like that's fine. So how was Tennessee? Tennessee was fast. And the weather was nice. No fall colors. The leaves are not changing there yet, which was sort of a bummer. It means I have to go back. Like I got to go back to chase the colors again. Yeah. You gotta just. Let's see. Would you agree that most people watch the content on their phones? So the Mini 4 Pro is minuscule, but feature like 3 times. I mean, if you need a 3 times lens, then it's obviously worth getting it. Like I like the 3 times lens, like on the Mavic 4 Pro or Mavic 3 Pro. Basically, my rule is like what I do. I travel with 2 drones in my bag. I keep my Mavic 3 Pro with me, and I bring the Mini 4 Pro. And what I do as of late, if I'm doing an Instagram reel for the client, which I'm doing a lot of those, I put the Mini 4 Pro up there, and I take the photos with the Mini 4 Pro. Because I'm already up there, I'm not going to put another drone in there. I do my thing. But if I'm doing Instagram Reel and I'm doing a video, I put 2 drones up. I'll put the Mavic 3 Pro up first, do my photos, do everything with that. And then I put the Mini 4 Pro up and get my stuff for Instagram because I want my Instagram shots to match up with the camera we use. So we use the Sony ZV-1, Sony ZV-E1, I should say. And that matches up very good to the color science if you use that Cinetone. So then everything looks really nice and cohesive. Let's see what he said. You don't write. What? You don't call, you don't write. Oh, Barkley said you don't call. Dude, there's a lot of reasons why I was under the radar, for Tennessee. So, that was a straight up work trip. I made literally I went, shot this house, did the listing, did everything. And I was back in the car. I ate dinner. I think I stopped for 5 minutes to eat dinner or whatever. And literally I was back. That was the fastest trip. So no, next time, which will probably be, oh wait, what'd I do? Oh, I guess I pinned his message by accident. I don't know how the hell I did that. Next time.
Yeah. Maddie said your video isn't on the channel. Maddie, it was a live stream that got sort of delisted, I guess, and turned into members only, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that one's not it. The end of it is. No, but they may have cut that out. I'll have to upload it again because a couple of videos that we've uploaded for members got flagged, which I don't know how they get flagged. So I'll have to take a look and see if that one got flagged. The other thing too, I played that song I was showing you. Yeah, I shouldn't have played that song at the end of the stream last week because it got demonetized again. But that's fine. I don't care. I mean, it's fine. Crazy Rabbit says penetration Eddie is in the house. I see. Yeah, he did say penetration a lot, didn't he? That video, man. How many times did he say penetration? What video was that? That was his Mini 4 video?
Yeah.
Let's go to Eddie's channel right here, and let's listen to that video of how many times. He's really cranking out a lot of content. I'm not sure he actually works. 1 week later, do I love the Mini 4 Pro? I think that was it.
Anything out the ordinary. This is having these external antennas, I think, make a heck of a difference because now you have omnidirectional signal strength going
Come on,
through
say it.
all sorts of directions, right? That's what
all sorts.
omnidirectional means. But
Thank you, Eddie.
you're getting signal penetration. You're getting incredible signal penetration.
2.
Yes, OcuSync 3 is fantastic, but OcuSync 4 is the next level. It is giving it that extra boost that you need for signal penetration.
Come on. Oh, there it is.
I was able to fly really low at 150 feet.
Come on,
200
one more.
feet.
One more.
I was able to fly
One more.
behind those trees.
One
as you
more.
saw, I had no issues with signal breakup at all. Occasionally, right, I did drop to about 2 to 3 bars, but I'm still able to see and I'm still able to fly. It's very important when you're filming video because you don't want to disrupt your flow in the image you're trying to capture.
Come on, one more penetration.
Now, the third reason why I recommend you update.
We're not going to get. I know there was more. There may have been more penetrations before, but he capped out at 3 in that segment. But I know there was at least 5 or 6. I mean, I was taking a shot every time he said it, and I mean, I was at Applebee's. They threw me out of Applebee's. They said, "Sir, you can't have any more." And I said, "He's still got a couple more to say." And they were like kicking me out, and I was like, "Fuck you, Eddie. We went to school together." No, that's from Talladega Nights. But anyways.
Wait, does this count as a digression, by the way?
I don't know. Does that count as a digression? I mean, I did get loud. I vocalized, but then I came down. I don't know. Take a shot. Take a shot if you're at home. Take a shot. Do I need to grab a beer? What are you drinking tonight, Tammy?
I'm actually drinking coffee.
Oh, I'm drinking coffee too.
All right.
Oh, no, isn't that cute? We match. We didn't plan that either.
What? No.
So Eddie, I don't know. Do we call Eddie the penetrator, or do I call him the lip still? I don't know. Eddie, I can see it now. Eddie the Penetrator, 2023 winter.
That's like his.
You've never been penetrated so hard by Eddie Nunez. Yeah, poor Eddie. Poor Eddie. The chat. Oh, there it goes. Now the chat's working. For some reason the chat doesn't refresh. I got to click it. Man, I feel good. I think. Oh, there he's still there. So he's got a couple of videos out recently. Tammy, what was the one where here's another thing too that I found funny in this video. People are flaming him they said, "Did you just throw all the stickers from the drone on the ground?" I mean, this is the most epic little like sidebar conversation. He said he picked them up, and then some guy calls him Pinocchio because he's saying like not picking them up. I mean, this is such a bitch, dude. Reading these comments like over stickers.
You said it in the chat.
Yeah. It's like over the
all the gimbal stickers.
Over the stickers. I mean, that was one comment. I could get drunk just for reading the comments of how he threw stickers on the ground. I mean, that's there. I mean, you want to talk about somebody that knows how to trigger somebody. There you go. That's funny. Coffee at this time of night? No, it's coffee at this time of day. Nighttime is just another hurdle. This may be the reason why I don't sleep well at night. But I'm counteracting it with the souvenir.
Right. It's all about balance.
It's balance. So I'm offsetting. So am I really drinking coffee, or is it just hot water at this point since I did take a souvenir? Your thoughts, Tammy?
I'm thinking that they might balance each other out for a while, and the souvenir will eventually win.
I think you are right. I think you're right. So it's been now almost a month or so now since the Mini 4's launched, Mini 4 Pro's launched. I think there's been a plethora of videos out there. I, for one, I'm pretty much over the videos. Yeah. I'm just like a little, I'm, it's like you review it, you flew it. Now you just use it. Now I just use it. You want to see what it can do. You want to know this. Like, I mean, I feel like just drone tubers as a whole, like because it's such a narrow niche. We will beat a video into the fuckhole of the world, like right into the fuckhole of the world. We will beat a video into it. We will make a video about how to tighten your propellers, or we'll title something, oh, the Mini 4 Pro has a very huge secret. It's not a fucking secret if you read the owner's manual. It's not a secret if you read the owner's manual. But yet we will make a video about how to make a video, about how to, I mean, it's ridiculous. I go back and I do it, and I used to do it, but now I can't. I'm going to make one video. I'm going to make one really good video, and then I'm not going to make another video about it because I just want to use the freaking drone. I mean, these guys.
Still has 8 more to make.
And you got guys still doing range tests with this thing. Like we've already seen the shit that it can do. Like, what's it really matter? Like, where are you taking this thing? You're taking it to Circle K? I mean, what is your ultimate goal? Where do you want to fly this shit to? I mean, I really don't understand it.
Max said he's the one that told Eddie to clean up his mess.
Who said that?
Max.
Max?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope he cleaned it up, dude. Eddie, Unbox Warehouse just called Eddie the Sky Penetrator. Fuck, this shit's hitting me.
Oh, shit.
Tammy Jean. No, I got to take, I'm offloading. I have to offload footage because otherwise I'll delete it. You ever do that? You ever get to a shoot and click format? I did this 2 weeks ago. I got to a shoot. I just shot 2 houses beforehand. I get to my third shoot, and the power of Christ compelled me. And it said, and it was just drawing my fingers, and some reason, like a dumb schmuck, I click format, and it was just like, as soon as I did it, it was just like, I went to the Pope or the priest, and I went through confession, and I just knew immediately I freaking screwed up so bad. I screwed up so bad, Tammy. This is hitting me.
I'm terrified of hitting format card. I
am never formatting. I'm going to tattoo on my my next tattoo from Sean Oz will be never format.
Where are you going to put that?
I'm going to put it on my ass. No, I'm going to put it on my wrist, Tammy. I'm going to put it on my wrist. Take your head out of the gutter. Take your head out of the gutter. I want to put it like right here. So when I look, I can format. I don't even know what I'm doing. But you know what's funny? Here's a fun story. Do you know that this wristband, this DJI wristband, people always give me a lot of shit on this. You know how old this is? You know how old this rubber is on my wrist? It's probably why I get sick so often. It is from 2019. The release of the Mavic 2 Pro is how long I've had that. And I've literally had it on my wrist. I swear to you, I've had it on my wrist since that date. That is insane for a piece of rubber. I don't know what toxicity. I don't know if I'm absorbing whatever silicon material this is, but that's been on my wrist ever since. I just wanted to share that.
Years?
Yes. Ask Billy Kyle. Ask Eddie. Ask Eddie. He'll even tell you. As long as Eddie's known me, he's known this to be on my wrist, and I use it as a white balance.
Well, then you're quite a fanboy, huh?
No, I'm not a fanboy. I like cool bracelets. That makes me.
Right.
That's.
I'm wearing a bracelet from Max. You're wearing a bracelet from DJI.
Okay, well, I don't have a significant other that wants to give me jewelry. I'm getting yelled at for shaving my face or not doing whatever or not being home. Well, I can understand that, but I also like not being home too. So there's that. I don't know. There's a lot of things. Change your rubber, Ken. Max is telling me to change my rubber. I don't know. I don't want to change it because I like it. You can use this rubber forever. So it's just, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with the world. That was funny. You didn't miss a beat. We're gonna get back into the comment section here because holy hell, we got a lot of comments coming through. You know what's funny too? This program shows me the likes to dislikes. I see that there are 46 likes on the stream. I see that there are 2 dislikes from 2 people. They probably, you know what it is? These people stumble across the channel. They stay for like 2 seconds. They hear me say something stupid, which could have been in like a lot, but I mean, and then they hit the thumbs down. So that always annoys me. David Solomon says, no, don't remind me. My man, my DJI drone was literally kidnapped by a vulture. Oh, that's no good, man. That's terrible. I didn't know. I've never had a problem with vultures. Falcons, pigeons, ravens, or is it crows? It's hitting me so fast, so hard. I don't even know. Here comes the good time, Bobs.
And singing.
I hope you're here for the long, long ride. I don't even know, Tammy.
Yeah, it's the voices and the singing when the souvenir is kicking in nice. Hey, fun fact. Oh my God.
Tammy, I gotta tell you, it's hitting pretty good right now. Everything is moving in slow motion for me. If I take one more, I could go to the moon.
You have to say the line from the movie. With Will Ferrell, and he says, I like you. You're crazy.
Yes.
I like you.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
I like you. You're crazy.
Yes.
Yes, that was so it. No, but that's just stuff. This man, I'm telling you, you know what it is? I'm gonna tell you right now, Tamagene. Oh, it's inconclusive. You
got a dart in your neck.
Yeah. Yes. That is.
Good stuff.
Green Mountain Ariel says, should I say I could care less about all the new drones? There are enough drones. I agree. And there's only one manufacturer competing because even Autel is MIA. Where's Autel? They are completely gone. They are not making a public display of no longer really giving a shit about the consumer industry. They're just doing it quietly. They're doing what Autel does best, which is says nothing at all. Yet Skydio is just like, I spit on the monitor. Oh, Lord. Skydio was just like, peace out, consumers. Thanks for the crowdfunding. And they were gone. And Adam Bry was on his horse, riding into the sunset with Tonto. But Autel, they're a little more just like, we're not going to say anything. We're going to wait till you figure it out that we're not going to make anything else.
Your dislike was from Billy Kyle.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, who said that? Who said that? How do you know this, Tammy? How do you?
Max said that.
Oh, yeah.
He did a little research.
He may have. He's working. He's working tonight. He's working. Autel is more like no-tel. So here's my biggest gripe with Autel. This is my biggest gripe. They produce a product, and you know damn well if you buy that product, you are a beta tester first off, because then there's version 2. Or I'm sorry, no, you're an alpha tester. You're an alpha tester. Fuck it, you're an alpha. I digress. You're an alpha tester on version 1. Version 2, you're a beta tester, and then by V3, you have the final release product 2 or 3 years later with Autel. That is Autel for you in a nutshell. I cannot get, and they just don't care. They don't Where were we?
I was wondering if you derailed. Derailed a little bit.
The train.
Yeah, you got a dart.
The train was trying. Look at Tammy. The train was Oh, God, man. The train was trying to leave the station, Tammy. I thought it left.
Nah.
No.
Derailed.
Damn it, Tammy. Damn it, man. That train, man. I was buffering. For a minute there, I felt like YouTube was back in 2009. I had like dial up or something. DSLR D. Oh. Damn it. I am so sorry, guys and ladies and gentlemen. I mean, shit, that here's the problem. That was a problem. Something occurred to me that I had a vision. But I just could not complete the connection. So, man, that was something else. I am so sorry. The stream froze for a second. God. Anyways, where were we?
Do you want me to pull it back in?
Yeah, please.
Intel Maxell said the market is now DJI versus DJI.
Yes,
which I totally agree with.
I concur.
They just keep one-upping themselves and making us crave the next drone. So.
You know what would be amazing? If spouses tried to one-up spouses like that. Like, I'm going to be better the next day. Apparently, I've had issues because that doesn't work. I hope you're watching. Fuck you.
Oh, shit. So you're saying being better
each day? You got to update. You got to update it. You got to. That just shit. We got to stop going on these vision quests, Tammy. That's going to happen. You can see the progression of the stream at the very start of the stream. Everything was off, full speed ahead. No problems, no bubbles, no troubles.
No. But
all of a sudden, yep. All of a sudden, now things have started going all the way downhill in a very fast, rapid rate of descent. So, anyways, I digress. Ken, I was in Chattanooga Sunday, PM or Monday. Oh, I didn't know that. That's why. Yeah, I was there. It was, I got there Sunday. I got there at 11:30 a.m. I got there at 11:30 p.m. I checked into my hotel promptly and I passed out, which I did not return from my slumber until about 9:35. That whole segment, right, what just happened there, sounded so proper. I loved it. In my head, I said to myself, that sounded really good that you can just belch that out there in just a GIF. How's it going? I see we got E-Drones in the chat here. Ken Torbeck, the 107 whatever. What's up?
E-Drone said, "You're my boy, Blue."
E-Drone's a good guy. I've known him from the very start. Max Air says, "Fuck your spouse."
Oh shit.
What have we started? What did you do, Tammy? What did you do?
It's what you did.
I did not. I did not.
You did this. I saw it.
Did I do that? I could have did this. Oh shit, I did do this. Maybe no, I didn't do that because I don't have the dexterity. Tammy. Ladies, gentlemen, fellas, guys, we are streaking. No, we are not streaking. We're not.
So, Eric seems like a very good guy.
No, he is. I love his channel. Just trying to get caught up on the chat. Johnny says I am confused. Well, you may have came in mid break and there's things that went down.
Watching Ken talk about his marriage feels the same as watching Eugenia Cooney. I am uncomfortable.
But he doesn't want to miss the ending. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to eventually, Michael. And eventually. Old school lines all night now. Yep. That's it, man. What were we talking about? I don't remember. Damn it. Tammy keeps taking us off course. Tammy, bring us back. Max is going to be like, yo, he was messed up. Stone Bruce, crazy rabbit. But at the end of the day, like really, if you're on here, what do you got better to do? What's better? What is cable television going to provide you that you cannot be accommodated for right here? I have to say, from the bottom of my shallow heart, I want to thank most of you for being the best part of this channel. The best part, 100%. You guys let me just degen out every single week, day in, day out. And you've also made me the most provocative and explicit drone tuber on all of DroneTube, even more so than Dance Tube TV. He's explicit. The other day I saw he did a collaboration with Flightpath. That was pretty cool. Did you see that, Tammy?
I didn't see that, no.
Neither did I. So, explicit. Coral Head says, let's get back on track. What was the theme for tonight? The theme for the night was actually, we were talking about not needing an expensive drone, which we covered all that in the very beginning. And then somehow we got off on a tangent about Autel and the shenanigans that they're leaving the industry, which is sad. And then we don't have any other drones. But there are some other oddball manufacturers that next week, maybe, is it next? Yes, next week they'll let me maybe talk. Well, they maybe let me talk about, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if they let me talk about the drone.
Oh, maybe next week?
I think next week, by maybe Thursday, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of contingencies. I think the track was hit by missile. What?
I agree with you about YouTube, though. Like, we don't even have cable TV here. We just watch YouTube. And sometimes I think it is just kind of something to do. Like, everyone that's here. Well, I think they all come to see you. Sometimes I think my live stream...
They may be coming to see you now, because like now you're integrating, and we have better... I think as of now, our streamistry, that's what you call chemistry, but streamistry. Our streamistry is much better than it was episode 1. So episode 1, we didn't really have a lot of streamistry, but now we're here episode 4-ish, 5, and we're now communicating better. I'm saying, hey, we're not streaming. I'm not streaming, so you're not set up, ready to go. All the lights, no show. Now we're there. If they preview your review, it'll never air. That's what Lon said. Now remember this, because if they preview it and they say, "Yep, you're out," what would you do in an instance like that? Would you still post it, or would you say, would you just? I would probably just post it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How about some inexpensive FPV drones for content? So inexpensive FPV drones. They're all pretty inexpensive. However, it's the gear to get in the air with FPV that's expensive. You need goggles, you need batteries, you need a receiver, you need a battery charger. In a lot of instances, it's really easy for me to recommend like a DJI Avada to somebody, because you're going to get up in the air all in one for maybe like $800. And you know darn well from flying FPV that it costs, you bare minimum, if you want to do digital, is $800, I would say, maybe more. Actually, I would probably say more. You're probably bare minimum $1,200 to get in there.
To get into it, but then, I mean, future drones, you're just buying the drone or building the drone. You don't have to get the goggles and the receiver and the batteries and the charger. But to initially get into it, it's a lot to put in up front.
Yes, I think it's a lot to get started. I think when I first started, I obviously started analog. My goggles, I bought Fatshark goggles, the box goggles. I think they were like $129. I bought a QX7 that was $100. There was $200. Building a quad out was like $300, so that was like $500-$600. Then I needed batteries. Then I needed a charger, and all in, I was like right about $800, just under $800, I think, all in, for not building like a shitty drone. So it got, it gets expensive. But once you're in the air, once you're able to get all the components you need for FPV, then you can maintain. But it's just getting to that point. That's why. Yeah. So when I first started flying FPV, I would always know when there were new pilots. You know what I call those pilots? Tax refund pilots. Because they would wait, they would get a massive tax refund, and then they would become a new FPV pilot. So you had like a boom, like from like the end of January to like maybe early May, you get the refund pilots, like all the new refund pilots. They're there. I don't do tax returns, so I get to say that. So no shame. But yeah, you had a surge of people, and they were blowing stupid money. I seen it at the stores. It was crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
Maddie said, I've come to realize you don't need 8 friggin' FPV
No,
quads.
it's way too hard to maintain 8 quads. I tried that. I had like 4 freestyle quads, and you know what I would do? I'd break one, grab another one. Okay, I'd break that one, grab another one. So now I have 2 down. I break another one, now I have 3 down. And by the time I break the 4th, I have none, and I didn't want to repair any. Having lots of quads makes you lazy. 2 quads. One main for the show, and then one that you just that's your backup. But you fix your main one, or try to fix your main one before you grab your backup.
Yeah. So did you include a soldering iron and some solder?
No. I probably no. Like I said, I'm probably a little. I'm tipping north of 800 for analog, and that was for analog. But again, if you're somebody who wants to start digital, yeah, you're at a minimum of $1,500, I would say, because most people, they're not going to build their own quad. Even if you build it, you're still at about $500. I think we underestimate how little gross profit is in those pre-built quads from iFlight, Chinita, and GetRC and Betaflight. There is very little margin. I mean, maybe there's a lot of margin because it's coming from China, but still, I mean, even if it's coming from China, there's not a lot of profit. There's just not. What a world.
There's some good pre-builts anyway. Like, I don't know, and you still have to tune it if you build it yourself. And hopefully
you still got to tune it, or you can rock defaults. And there's a lot of shit. And then that doesn't account for your sweat equity of doing it. That's why, man, I got to tell you, one of the things I don't like reviewing anymore is frames or components. Like if I got to build something or fix something or accommodate something, I don't want to review it. I don't want to take the time to review your shit if it's not I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Damn it, man, if it's not all together. Don't send me a VTX. Don't send me your shit like that. I don't want to use my fucking hands to build your shit so I can review your stuff. I don't want to do that shit. That is effort. Effort I no longer have. Fuck you, Betaflight. Oh. God, Betaflight pisses me off. They'll send you stuff in pieces. Like they want me to assemble this like it's an erector set. I'm not a human fucking Lego. I'm not a Lego. I'm not a human Lego. I'm not going to just assemble things.
They sent you a little project.
They sent me this. They said, "Oh, we're gonna send you the beta is Pavo's all assembled, it's ready to go." I said, "All right, that's amazing. That sounds great. Thank you, Kenji." And it comes and it is not ready to go. And I texted them back and I said, "Hey, small problem. This is going to take more time because now I have to put together. That was not in the cooperation that we discussed." Oh, so sorry. We told you it's need little work. I said, where did you say that? And I'm like looking, I'm reading. Way down by Benji's signature line. Talks about that it's not fully complete. But who's going to read the signature line? Like usually you read that last line, you don't look like, why are you including pertinent information way down by the signature line there, buddy?
Always read the fine print. Always read the fine print.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's just time consuming. Like the assembling quads, man, it just takes time. I didn't realize, like, when I wasn't busy doing the real estate wasn't where it's at now. I didn't realize like how precious that time is. Like you can spend 2-3 hours building, tuning, testing, and I would spend a lot of time. And then if you had trouble, oh man, you were so determined to figure out that trouble and get it fixed. I don't have that time, which sucks. I rather buy a pre-built drone all day long. I used to trash on them, but man, you can break one and then get a part, maybe fix it, but it's pretty much ready to go, and that's fine. I get why like my buddy Danny McGee, he doesn't build his drones. He'll only use pre-built because he doesn't have time to sit there, build and fix when he's traveling. He just wants to pick up another drone and get back in the air. I get that. I 100% get that. Yeah. I can't, I just can't do it. What did King said? Oh, he still got the Shendrone Squirt that I had given him way back when. That's been a while.
And he didn't build it yet.
Oh, he's still, yeah, dude, I've got parts. I've got like a bunch of new ESCs I wanted to put into the quads, like to update them to try to get rid of this tick I was having. They're still sitting in the box. I need to get on that.
Oh, true.
Good drone for a mall shoot. Yes, it is. What's that?
Bill 14886. He said he has way too many hobbies, and if you're into camera drones, you'll need an editing computer.
Yep.
And there goes a shit pile of cash. That's true too, because once you go out there and fly and get that footage, what are you going to do with it? You got to edit.
And you know what they say, once you go Mac, you never go back. I love rubbing this little apple. It's so sexy.
I'm not computer. Into Mac.
Really?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Tammy will be right back. Tammy's on a short temporary leave while she figures out why she's not on Mac.
You got to go in timeout.
Tammy, you're really that? You don't have a Mac?
Well,
Goodness
I do.
Gracious,
for work,
child.
I don't. Here's the thing. Everybody's into what they're used to, right? Like same with your phone. If you have an Android, that's what you're used to. If you've got, iPhone, that's what you're used to. You could do things quickly. You know where things are. Same with the computer. Same with editing. I can do everything so quickly on my PC. And the Mac, I'm just trying to figure out where stuff is because I'm not used to it.
I don't know. I feel like this boost, it's definitely sped my workflow up, I would say, quite dramatically. Having, a Mac for the things that I use, I feel like it's gotten faster, and I don't have like all the Windows bullcrap issues that can tend to happen with PCs. Fuck, I don't know why I can't articulate.
We know why.
Well, yeah, we're just gonna forget about that. I don't, you know what it is, Tammy? I screwed up tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah, I did it again. I did it again, and I should not have done that. What we're going to try to do is rectify things next week, because this week's screwed. We're done. We're screwed up.
Okay. No souvenirs next week?
I don't know if it's really a good idea. I want to try to focus the best I can on being the best darn streamer, YouTuber, this face of the earth.
There you go.
So we'll see. I don't know. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by, hanging out. If you would, just, you drop it a like or don't. I mean, it's fine. It's whatever you guys want to do realistically. I mean, I digress. Tammy, where'd you go? Where, Tammy?
We digress.
Oh, there you go. I had a window in front of your window, so I couldn't see you. All right. Well, I am going to go ahead and click the old endo delito button. I don't know. There's that.